cloud and share screen. Here we go, folks. From the beginning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Rotary Club of Sebastopol Sunrise on, believe it or not, April 7th. And what a surprise, I don't see Darlene Brazil here. I wonder why. Thank you, Joe, for being our greeter this morning. You have double duty today. Thank you again. And Michael Fells, would you like to lead us in the pledge, please?
Yes, if you would put your hands over your hearts and follow me, I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of
the United States of America
and
to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Diana Curtis.
Yes, I have the thought for the day.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. That's from C.S. Lewis.
Thank you.
Well said.
Very true.
Sounds like an editor.
And then being a Rotarian, it is friendship and service that binds Rotarians together. I thought that was really appropriate, since I think, you know, when we talk about, when we have our Rotary anniversaries and we talk about what really brings us to Rotary, it's friendship and service. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. So Joe,
So
do you have
Barbara,
a song for us?
I do.
today?
I'm thinking about that, and you know, Bruce is in the other room there, up in Sparks, and I think we need to sing loud enough. And Helene, you need to turn up the volume so maybe we can wake up that old bear. What do you think? And something we haven't sung for a long time is "My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean." I think everybody knows the words, including "Good Enough." So
Yeah.
Here we go. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me, everybody. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. Ta-da!
Yay.
I'm not sure if we should have recorded that.
It did get recorded. It's going to be.
Hey, it's up for an Academy Award.
Yeah.
Grammy.
Gonna make it my ringtone.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's face it, we won't win on The Voice. So we do have one Cyber Rotarian, Helene, welcome from Sparks, Nevada. And I don't see any cyber guests.
Morning,
So
Dan.
wave to your friends. Yay, good morning, everybody. And then I do my mute all thing. Yes, whoops. That isn't what I meant to do. I meant to mute all, so okay. I'm not awake yet this morning, folks. I don't know why. And I don't think we have our Student of the Month again this week. I haven't seen anybody from Laguna checking in. Well, I guess we'll have to try again next week. And then we have a bust on birthdays, bust on anniversaries, and a bust on Rotary anniversaries. What kind of a week was it? But we do have things going on. We have Monday, Al, you have a membership committee meeting. Al, if you want to unmute yourself. Or did he disappear?
Actually, it's Maxine's birthday today.
Oh, is it? Well, how did I miss that?
Maybe it's not on there. Don't know. I'll double check.
Okay. So Al, if you want to unmute yourself. There you go.
This Monday at 5:30,
We're having our monthly membership meeting. Everybody is welcome to attend, and you could get the Zoom address from the calendar.
Great.
So,
And then we have the district training assembly on the 16th and 17th. David Mark Raymond, if you'd like to say a few words, stretch it out. David?
I had to unmute first, and the 16th and 17th. The 16th is a social opportunity to talk with Rotarians all over our district. There'll be people you know. And on the 17th, you all should have gotten an email. It's a personal invitation to you. Only you can use that link. You can't forward it. So hopefully a scat of us will be there. They've got really good speakers, because of course it's Zoom, so we can get international presidents and all sorts of cool stuff. It's really going to be wonderfully educational, as they're not going to be talking at you. They are instead going to be sharing with you the links that you can use to go to on the Rotary.org site and what's there. I think you're really going to like it. So hopefully we'll all show up there. Wouldn't that be cool? So find that link. If you have a problem, let me know. I can arrange to get you a new one sent. Thank you.
Great. And it makes it a real easy carpool, doesn't it?
Yeah, save on gas.
Then on Monday, the 19th, we have our usual board meeting, and that link is in our calendar. Then Michael McLaughlin, we've got the Redwood Empire Food Bank on the 21st.
Right, from 1 to 4 p.m. The link should be up. If it's not, I'll get it out today.
Super. Then we've got anybody who wants to go to a project fair without the travel, you can go to East Africa.
Barbara, I can say something about that.
Sure.
I got the link today from the project organizers. It will begin at 2 p.m. each day, East Africa time, which is 4 a.m. here, but it'll go on for a few hours, so we're all early risers. But if you'd like to get information about it, I'd be happy to pass some information on to you. And it's really, I've gone to 2 of them already, 2 of the East Africa project fairs. And it's a great way to see what's going on and what the needs are, and just meet some wonderful people from East Africa.
Super, thank you. Then we have on April 24th, we've got the road cleanup. Bill Sauber, if you'd like to say something quickly about that. Bill's here somewhere.
Yeah, the sign-up sheet will be going out soon, or the link to it. It'll be signup.com. We will be meeting at the bus parking lot by Annalee High School. In other words, you drive past the main entry to Annalee High School, and just past it is the bus parking lot. And the reason we're starting there is that is the point at which our responsibility starts, and it goes all the way to Occidental Road. We'll be dividing it up into several different sections, and we'll work in teams of 2 or 3, depending on how many we have signed up, from 9 to 11. And then maybe we'll go have coffee somewhere.
Super.
How many people are welcome to come, Bill?
What's that?
How many people are welcome to come?
We need a minimum of 10, but the more the merrier.
I think there are 16 sign-up sheet on the list.
Wow, great.
Super. So get your family and friends. It doesn't all have to be us. We can have spouses, kids, neighbors.
And as a matter of fact, because this is this section of road is going to be adopted in the name of our good friend Lou Hopfer, perhaps we should have someone contact Marianne.
Super.
I'll do it.
Kathy Rogers will do that.
Great.
That'd be
I'll
great.
reach out to Mary Ann, and we have 16 spots available, not already taken, we
Okay.
should say, because we haven't sent the sign up link. We've just sent it out for,
Approve.
you know, checkup.
Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. What else do we have on? Let's see. SCARC meeting is Petaluma Sunrise. I don't have any information on that yet. And then, of course, we have the Rotary International Virtual Convention coming up in June. Now, next, whoops, I am not here this morning. This is not working. So, May 1st, Friday, I'm thinking, and I was going to talk with Kathy Rogers, since she's kind of our first Friday person, and maybe we can do something, if the weather cooperates, where maybe we can, I don't know if we do it on Friday or whether we'll do it on a Saturday, but do something where we can actually meet in person outdoors. What does everybody think about something like that? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Anyway, we thought we'd start trying to think about how we can do things in small groups. Brian Bauer is a thumbs up. I see that. Yay! So we'll keep you posted.
On there.
What was that, Michael?
I see there's a way to make a thumbs up sign, but now I gotta find out how to do it.
Yeah.
I know there's a way.
Yeah, there's, Jim Goodenough knows how to do it. Yoo-hoo.
It's under reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Yay.
So Michael Cook has done it. Kathy's doing it. Yay. David Mark Raymond has his hand up. Al says, yay. Bill. Okay, that means let's start thinking about that. Goody. So April is Maternal and Child Health Month in Rotary. So think about what we're doing and how we can help with that. We don't really have any specific programs that I know of other than what we've done with food assistance. Now, but that's the Rotary theme for this month. Now, Terry Kelly, you have your hand up. Was that a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or just you wanted to say something? Terry?
I'm just horsing around with the buttons.
Okay.
It's like preschool.
Yeah, yeah.
So weekly announcements. Who has announcements? Now, Michael McLaughlin, you had a community service meeting on Monday. Would you like to give us an update, please?
Yeah, we did have a community service meeting on Monday. Our primary topic was putting out a proclamation supporting Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. And Judy and Michael Fells have drafted a proclamation, and the thought being that we can utilize David Mark Raymond's new group of community associations and get this proclamation out to them and get them to endorse it, those that wish to. And then we will, it'll actually obviously go to the board meeting and be brought up there for approval. And at that point, it is actually a proclamation that will be made by the city council. So the thought is to then take it to the city council once we get the sign in from all of the other clubs and organizations, and take it to the city council and have them approve it too. And then we will promote it and publicize it.
Super. Thank you.
The draft itself, Bill had a couple of edits that we're going to make. I'll get those to Judy, and we'll have a final draft, and we'll get that posted up on the website in the next few days.
Thank you. Let's see. Michael Cook. I saw that you sent out a little blurb this morning about the International Committee. So why don't you bring the the club up to speed on that.
Well, okay. We, of course, have limited involvement with projects this year because we're busy trying to raise money to spend more in the future. But we have, we've spent $1,000 to support equipping a hospital in Nepal. And that was a major global grant. A lot of other clubs have pitched in, and it's wended its way through the approval process. So now they're at the point of implementing that. So you'll hear more when they actually have equipment. We've also committed to a project, a microcredit project in Ecuador, and we've provided the funds, and the application has been submitted to the Rotary Foundation, but we haven't heard back yet on that one. So it's in that in-between stage. And there's a third project that's underway that I'm just advocating for. Our club hasn't committed funds to it, but it's they call a WASH project. So it's water and sanitation and hygiene. And that's also located in Nepal. And there's a number of clubs in the district who've chipped in on that. And I heard about it before they had an international partner. So now one of the clubs in our district, Sonoma Valley, has decided to take on that role with this project. So they've been sending out solicitations to get other clubs to chip in. It's one of those deals where clubs pool their money and then they get matching from the district, and then the Rotary Foundation matches whatever the districts kick in. And we need a total of about $18,700, sorry, to make that project budget of $65,000 total. So we're in that phase now of getting pledges and submitting the application to the Rotary Foundation. In the realm of international service, the formula for how much matching you can get keeps changing year to year. So we are anxious to submit an application this year because we know what the matching will be. And next year, it'll be less. So there's an incentive to get those folks contributing. So that's been what the International Service Committee is up to. We got a new member, and that Richard Ruge has raised his hand to join that committee. So welcome, Richard. And that's the news from the International Service.
Thank you. Normally, the International Service meets once a month, but it's kind of been preempted by the fundraising, by the upcoming auction meeting. So, and since there's not a whole lot going on, we'll just have to do updates during the meeting, and then we can meet if there's something where there's a decision that needs to be made. Thank you, Michael. Now, Lori Darling, you have an announcement that's non-Rotary.
Yes, I do. I just put it in the chat. The Medical Association has availability for vaccines tomorrow and Friday. So you can go to, it's capremod.org and look it up if you know of anybody that needs it. So spots tomorrow, I think midday, and then a lot on Friday.
Why don't you put the web
put that in chat?
Yeah, put it up in chat.
Okay, I can do that.
So super. And the age eligibility is?
I think you just go in and put it in and just sign up. I think they're getting pretty close to opening it up. I think on the 15th, they're going to open it up to everybody, but I don't know that they're limiting it at this point, but don't quote me on that. I just sign up and say I'm a caregiver and get it done. Well, I mean, we all have elderly people in our life and we all take care of them. So, you know, it's not really, it's kind of bending it a little bit, But if there's spots available because it's opened up, I think we just take advantage of that.
So where do you go to sign up, Lori?
So I'm looking at it on my other computer and it's capremod.org. You know what, I'll send the,
just put
forward
in
the
chat.
email to Michael Fells, and then he can send it to everybody and click the link.
Jim
Yeah,
Goodenough just put it in the, chat.
There it is.
There are members who aren't
Oh.
here that are asking about that. So I would ask that we just send it out to everybody.
Okay, perfect.
Through the email.
I'll forward that to Michael Fells and he can send it out and people can click the link.
Right. And then they can forward it to other people.
Yep.
Let's
And
get
I heard-
everybody.
And I also heard
everybody
if you're looking at other places, the trick is to set your alarm for 3 a.m. and get up and log in there.
I saw Jim Goodnow put CARPMOD.org, but I thought you said CAPREMOD.org.
Well, neither of them actually work.
Like caprepmod.org is what's up here in
I
my.
signed up yesterday and I just put it in the chat, myturn.ca.gov.
Okay.
So that's another one. I'm hearing
Okay.
3 different ways to do that, CAPRE.
All right, I'm going to send it off to him right now, forward.
Super.
I get my shot today after the meeting. First one. Yay.
Hey, take an Advil before you go.
Oh, thank you.
But they say that you
No.
don't want it. Oh,
No,
they've
no.
changed their mind on that one.
The doctors at this place said it's not a problem.
Okay.
Drink lots of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Thank
went off
you.
to Michael Fells. There you go. And there's links down there Thursday, Friday, Grace Pavilion.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm muting.
Yay. Let's get everybody shotted. So Michael Cook, do you want to give us a little quick update on where we are and what's going on?
But the fundraiser, yes. So the dates for the fundraiser are May 2nd to the 16th. So people can submit bids starting May 2nd. We have upgraded the website a little bit, found out how to make things happen. And there's a way on the website to donate an item. And you can fill that out. Jim has also made a form available on the club website for doing that. We want images to go with the items. I could share what it looks like, but Barbara's not letting me share right now.
Just a second,
so,
just
no.
a second. Whoops.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Great. Now, this is what it looks like at present. I think. So up here at the top is where you can do donate an item, and it goes to this filling out a form. And there's a way to submit a picture in that same space. So that's good.
It's down at the bottom.
Also, go ahead.
It's down at the bottom to share the picture. There we go.
Yeah, yes, you can do it there. And there's also something at the top. It'll actually work when I post this. There's another view of the same form. Whoops, there we go.
Is the name of the event Water and Life? What's the name of the event?
That's it, Water and Life. So we got it from the image, and because we're doing a special focus on cleaning the Russian River and figuring out how to highlight the item that allows you to donate for the lift gate for river keepers to enhance their truck, so that a crew that doesn't get worn out on lifting the material that they collect into the back of the truck. They can collect up to 4,000 pounds, and that's a lot of lifting. So this will make it more flexible and enable us to do more in the way of cleaning up.
I screwed up again. Okay, now Lori just posted the correct website. Okay, so thank you. Let's see. We've got
Back
just
to you, Barb.
Okay, thank you. And we will, David Mark Raymond's working on an email that will go out to everybody that you can then forward to all your friends and family or anybody else with money that we want to extract for publicizing it. So Linton, would you like to talk about next week's program? Whoops. What am I doing?
I can say a little bit about it. I have a friend that I've known for about 2/3 of my life since we were freshmen in college together. And his family has an annual award called the Obermeyer Awards, which focuses on people who are doing amazing things to help reparations after World War II Holocaust and also bias in general. And he'll tell you a lot more about it. But I'm happy that he's able to come.
Super, thank you. Okay, so Michael Fells, who was lucky number 14 for the raffle ticket, the lottery ticket.
Lucky number 14, I think, is a repeat winner, and that's Diana Curtis.
Okay, Diana, I will scratch your ticket and see if you are a winner, but don't hold your breath. Of course, everybody knows that part. So are there any really quick, we've got just a couple of minutes, any quick happy bucks, anything really happy going on?
Super. I got a happy one.
Kelly, you have an awning.
I have an awning.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. How happy?
How happy?
How happy? I still have to pay for the awning.
Oh, well. Okay. Anybody else is happy?
I am.
Barbara,
Yes.
so El Molino won the very last of all times Apple football games.
Saw that.
So what that means is forevermore, I guess, they will own the Apple Cup. Consolation prize.
And they'll keep it at Annaling.
So that's worth $100, but it'd be worth a lot more if I could rub it into Marty this morning.
Yeah, well, he's up on the slopes in North Star, so.
Start sending them text messages.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, anybody else really happy?
I do.
Okay.
This is Bill. Yeah, it is spring break week.
Yes.
And I have our 3 grandkids staying with us. And I woke up this morning to hugs on both sides from twins that are 7 years old that I love so dearly. It's worth $100.
Thank you. That is, actually, it's priceless.
Yeah.
But we know that there are a little bit of financial constraints there. So, okay, well, it is time for our program this week. And I believe, Michael Fells, you are introducing our program.
I am. I'm pleased to. So I'm very glad to introduce my very dear friend, David Gill. David is the relatively new coordinator of the Sebastopol Area Time Bank, and that's what he's going to be talking with us about this morning. David is the happy survivor of a double transplant. His first was from Milwaukee to Oakland in the late 70s, and then about 8 years ago from Oakland to downtown Sebastopol. Although David studied journalism at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, he's self-employed in 2 quite different fields. He operates a radioactive materials licensing service, and besides that, he organizes, manages, and resolves estates for individuals. A couple of months ago, David was asked to serve as the coordinator of the Sebastopol Area Time Bank, which is a fascinating, but I think somewhat underutilized resource in our community. So it's my pleasure to introduce David, and welcome to Rotary.
Welcome, David.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate the opportunity to come in via Zoom, and I hope to give you some important information about the time bank and that you might find useful. And I will, of course, be explaining how it is that you can join. Before I do that, though, it's important to start out by explaining what a time bank is. And if you close your eyes for a moment and imagine your typical bank or financial institution, I can get you there. Your banking includes taking your money from whatever source and making a deposit into a checking or savings account. And then you turn around and use this money to pay for things that you want and need. I think we're all familiar with that. And a time bank is a virtual institution. For us, it's also known as a website. These same things there, but the currency that we're using is time. Our denominations range from the quarter hour to many hours. And very shortly, I'll be explaining how a Sebastopol area time bank member earns and deposits their time, how the time is recorded and tracked, and how this time is withdrawn and spent. But first, a little history. I wanted to give a brief mention and shout out to the history of time banks. And back in 1980, a gentleman on the East Coast by the name of Edgar Kahn, C-A-H-N, dreamed up a new kind of money. This money would have no price. Every hour would count the same. So in this denomination, this currency, 1 hour equals 1 hour. Edgar was passionate about social justice, and still is, and he saw time banking as a way to restore community, to recognize and reward civic engagement. And in the decades that followed, he became its strong champion, promoting time banking as a tool for creating a more just, more caring world. He, in 1995, founded the Time Dollar Institute, but it's now known as timebanks.org, and it promotes time banking in the United States and around the world. So we are part of a larger organization here based in Sebastopol. And briefly, I'll state that there were 5 core set up at the beginning. First is asset. Every one of us has something of value to share with someone else. Redefining work. There are some forms of work that money will not easily pay for, like building strong families, revitalizing neighborhoods, making democracy work, and advancing social justice. And time credits were designed to reward and recognize and honor work just like this. There's reciprocity. Helping that works as a two-way street empowers everyone involved. So the receiver and the giver both come out of this with a great deal of satisfaction and value. This is also a social network as we help each other, same as in your group Rotary. There is a sense of community that's work. And lastly, in the values that Edgar espoused, there's respect. And it underlies freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and everything we value. And this I understand in my discussions with Michael is certainly at the heart of Rotary as well. The time bank started in October of 2016. A group of individuals came together, but primarily there were two leaders, people that you might know, Gail Bergman and Larry Needleman. And they shepherded the Sebastopol area time bank from its beginning until actually quite recently. Gail stepped down last September, and Larry stepped down from his role as co-coordinator at the end of this past February. I got involved in the time bank in 2019, and I went to an orientation. I found that this was valuable, worthwhile, something I wanted to become more involved in. I became the communications team leader somewhere in 2020. When Gail decided to step down, I was asked to be co-coordinator. And when Larry stepped down, I became the sole coordinator. So let's go back to the concept of hours and how the time bank works. And what I'm going to do is to give you a visual presentation and share my screen. Bear with me.
The first exchange I had was
bear with me for a moment.
for a gentleman who was a single dad with
she's-
twins, 13.
She's speaking before I'm ready for her. So hold on one moment, and I'm going to get to the Zoom. I'm going to share.
There we go.
And ask her to kindly start over.
The first exchange I had was for a gentleman who was a single dad with twins, 13-year-old twins, and he needed some food made.
She made a huge turkey dinner for myself and my family. And she also took the turkey and she made soup from it. And she made enchiladas from it. And my kids love my kids. They're so excited to have this dinner in March, whatever it was.
It was fun. I had another exchange that was a sewing exchange, and then I had someone take it to the airport as another exchange. Each was unique and wonderful.
I had a irrigation system, a drip system, and it didn't work. And so somebody came over and he looked at it while I was at work, and he just sent me an email that said, "You need new batteries, and the ones that you have are corroded." And so I put in new batteries and it started working again.
The other thing that was really interesting for me is learning to think outside the box in terms of what do I have to offer and what do I need.
I gave a violin lesson, which was really interesting because I haven't played in like 15 years maybe, but I've had it up on my wall as a reminder, like I need to start playing that again. And when that exchange came up, I was like, let's just do it.
My skill, I had more skills than I thought I did. I've been offering dog walking, and I just signed up for gift wrapping.
I think I've been the most busy I have been in quite a while, and I still was able to participate.
There are quite a few people in the community that are interested in community development, in meeting their neighbors, in supporting each other.
The community is really excited. Just feels good to be a part of it.
This is a great program. That's all I have to say.
Let's come back to, I'm trying to come back.
Yes. My guess is you've probably seen our name in the news.
Oh,
What is so special about us?
bear with me.
Well, whether it's pranking
Gotta love technology, huh?
It moves it moves faster than I do this morning. Actually, most mornings. I was always saying to Michael, how do you get up so early and do this? And now I realize I can't. So what you heard in that video and saw as well, these are your neighbors here in Sebastopol. And what they're doing is they are posting requests, and I'll be showing that to you shortly. posting requests to their neighbors for things that they need or need help with. They're also offering of themselves things that they like to do and want to do. And when they do this, they create what we call an exchange. I perform a service for you, and in exchange, you give me hours from your bank account. You perform a service for me, and I give you hours from my bank account. And the Sebastopol Time Bank is the means by which this is done, because the organization with the website that I'll be showing you keeps track of these things and gives people the opportunity to express their needs and to share their talents. And again, no money changes hands. Everybody's hours are valued the same, no matter what you do. Membership is free. So there's one other video I will attempt to bring up for you that quickly explains. And let me pause it. And it's the same video. So that didn't work. So I'm going to do away with that. We'll forget that video.
I think this is one of those technology challenging mornings.
You know, the technology is probably the least important thing. The most important thing is for me to just explain what the time bank is, to tell you how valuable it is to members of the community, to invite you to join the time bank, and let me show you the way to do that, and also our online presence, which is critical to what we are doing. We have two websites. One website is a public website. We're redoing it. It's a little under construction, but still has all of the basic information. And there's no sound with this, so that I can easily share it and coordinate it. And share, and the website. And I hope everybody can see this. This is the Sebastopol Area Time Bank. It's sebastopoltimebank.org. And at this site, which I'll only spend a few minutes on, it gives you about what time bank is all about. If there are things that you more about what the time is and how you might fit into it, this is the website to go to gather more information about how it works, how time is exchanged, why we're here. And we adapted Edgar's core values to be our core values, and put that in a very succinct way for everybody to understand. In this time bank, you are to these core values, and it's us. So again, this is the informational time bank for the general public. And if you want to apply for membership, you just click on this button, which I will actually do, because it takes us something that everyone is seeing, the apply for membership form.
Yeah.
Did that come up in the window for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. I wasn't certain that it would be in the same window. So I'm going to click on, this is what we call the member. In order to apply for a membership, fill out this form, provide a few pieces of information. Then we schedule you for a very short orientation, after which you will be approved by me, and you will be off and running in the time bank. We do have a few membership requirements. You'll see on the screen, you must be 8 years of age or older. call Sebastopol your home or live in the West County, fill out this application, attend an orientation, show a photo ID, agree to our terms of service, and make sure you read it from beginning to end as you do service, and agree to exchange with other members as explained in our handbook. And this is when you are a member. I'm going to log in. And this is the home page of our website for members. And you can customize it for yourself so you see things the way that you want to. Here too, it does tell about the Sebastopol Time Bank and how you get started. We have our most recent archived newsletters. But one thing I'm going to scroll down and tell you right away is that our membership is currently 260 members. We have all together combined performed 3,519 exchanges, and that totaled almost 8,000 hours. It talks about what recent exchanges have taken place. And here again, membership statistics. But what I want to show you is how easy this is. If you're a member, you can post an offer, and it's as simple as filling out a form and using a word processor to describe what it is that you would like or you would like help with. And then that offer goes out to all of the members of the Time Bank, and someone will respond. When they respond and you create an exchange, then that's when the exchange of hours takes place. And that is recorded here by either the giver or receiver by agreement. And they record an exchange, and the hours are moved into your bank account and taken out of the other person's bank account. You can also post a request, which is very similar in form and format to posting an offer. So you can use this online function, but if you're really creative with this, you can click on Time Banker Talents on the right side. And when a Time Bank member completes their profile for membership, they list their talents. And when you have something that you want, let's say you want someone to provide some computer support to you. Well, you have the ability, rather than posting a request, to go here and go click on computer support and find all of the different people that are members of the Time Bank, and here's David Gill, who say, I provide computer support. And you can email or call someone directly and say, I need some help. I'd like to do this within the Time Bank. Here's what's going on. Can you help me? Sometimes you'll land on the right person immediately. Other times you may make a few phone calls. But this is a great way of getting support very directly. And a phone call, as we all know, works far better than just throwing something out into the universe and hoping that you're going to get a response. So, and this too is part of our mission of connection and building community. So I'm going to go back. You can also do, it's a great website. You can click on offers by category and see what your fellow members have to offer for you that you might be interested in taking advantage of. Also requests by category. you can search for members. And you can actually search for members that are located in a specific neighborhood, and then connect with someone if you're looking for someone close by to help you. And it's a non-specific category, some general assistance. You can do a search by, this was Bennett Valley and Burnside. Here's Sebastopol South. You can search by geographic area and find someone to be of assistance. So there's a handbook, there's all kinds of information here in the member website. Before you're a member and approved for membership, full access to the one, access to this one. And then when you completely to record off request exchanges. I think at this point, I'm going to stop sharing and open up to questions to ask you what it is that I've said that may you'd like further explanation about, or I'll just leave it to you and we'll.
Okay, questions, folks?
Yes,
Well,
I
I'd
have
like-
a question. How have their statistics changed over time? That is, you gave us a total statistics, number of members, number of interactions, and so on. But are those flat curves or growing curves or what?
Thank you. Good question. The Time Bank, from its inception in 2016, there was a great push at that time to develop membership. And in the years before the pandemic, we would have orientation sessions that would have 10, 12 people coming, and we would, of course, do them through Zoom. The pandemic has had an effect on us as it's had on everybody, not just in terms of membership, although it's increasing again, which is nice for us, but it's slowed things down for us, and also because are such that people are doing the pandemic has had an effect on that too. We've had to be very creative. I had a lamp that I wanted to have rewired and worked with the gentleman who provided the service to me through the Time Bank, that I'll bring the lamp out onto the back patio. Here's where you park. There's a picnic table for you to spread out your materials. I'll be in the house. Call me if you need me. And so we kept our social distance and we were still able to have services. But in general, our statistics grew greatly and then leveled off. And we do expect when the pandemic finally comes to an end, that we'll be in a growth phase again. And we are also in setting our new goals and directions with new leadership. We're looking to get our message out to a younger community in Sebastopol, and also at some point make a direct effort to the non-English speaking community.
Super, thank you. Okay, we have Nick, Michael McLaughlin, and then Michael Fells. So Nick?
David, I'm interested in what happens at the end when someone withdraws from the Time Bank or moves away and they have a deficit in their account. If you've borrowed much more than you have contributed, is there some reckoning that happens?
We're very forgiving. We're Sebastopol. we're Sebastopolians. We will wipe the slate clean, and we will not report it to Experian, TransUnion, or any other agency.
Well done.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, with this group, they'd even chip in to cover your deficit. So don't worry about it.
So Michael McLaughlin. Unmute.
There we go. Are there any implications with the IRS?
None whatsoever. This isn't a barter. And it's spelled out in the information you'll see on the website. Sometimes there's a direct relationship in terms of you do for me and I'll do for you, but that's rarely the case. Usually it's the case that Michael Fells is changing my water filters under my kitchen sink, and I'm giving him hours. He's taking those hours and spending them to have his clock fixed by someone else. And there's no need that changes hands. So there's no issue with regard to either barter exchange or the IRS.
Okay, so let me just clarify on the barter and the IRS. It really only comes into play if you are bartering and it has to do with how you earn a living. So for instance, I'm a retired CPA. If I were in practice and I wanted to contribute professional services, it would be taxable income to me. So, you know, by and large, when you're just doing personal stuff, it's not an issue. Okay, so now we have Michael. That was Michael McLaughlin. How about Michael Fells?
Yeah. So what I did,
Michael Fells.
Yeah. Sure. What I neglected to say when I introduced you, David, was that David's coming to us from Scottsdale, Arizona. He's on vacation and he's not at his own computer, which is, you know, everything's quite well set up normally. So this is just a way to try to get you off the hook a little bit, David.
Yeah.
Okay, so are there any other questions? Do we have time for one more?
I have a
Al
question. Okay.
Yeah. How far west do people does the Sebastopol area time bank go? As far west as Occidental, Bodega Bay?
I would say we probably include Occidental, but Bodega Bay might be too far. And quite honestly, the reason that we restrict the geography is we want to make certain that when people make requests and when people make offers, that they can get to each other easily. Occidental can push it, but we would consider it. Also, Santa Rosa, some areas of Santa Rosa are closer to downtown Sebastopol than some areas of Sebastopol are. So take a look at the address and discuss it as an administrative team. If people are on the outlying areas, is it going to be something that's accessible for people so that exchanges can take place and they can really take advantage of the time bank membership?
Super. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you coming.
My pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I'll go back.
Well, can I add one other thing?
Yes.
If you have questions and want to direct them to me, you can email me sebastopoltimebank@gmail.com.
Okay. We'll
or
put
just
that up.
or just info@sebastopoltimebank.org.
Right.
And I'll be happy to address them.
Right. On your website, I'm sure you have a little tab for contact us.
Absolutely.
Super.
Or call Michael. Michael knows where I am at all times.
Michael knows how to find you.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, now, Diana, guess what? Your ticket says you get a free ticket. So
wow. Now
I will pop this in the mail to you and you can go get your free ticket.
Well,
So
thank you very much.
Michael Cook, do you have a way clean joke for us?
I'm thumbing frantically through my my preparations here.
I know the feeling well.
It's called a website he's looking for.
The funniest jokes ever, a website, which is just terrible.
Or the Google way clean joke.
Well, I'll give you a one-liner or two. Like, I hate Russian dolls. They're so full of themselves. That gives you an idea of the quality of these jokes. Yeah, there's one not quite clean enough. I think I'll have to rest on my laurels there.
Okay. Well, thank you.
A one-liner. Anybody else want to chime in?
Yeah. Anybody else have a good one? Quickie?
One out. Yeah. So this is for my, from my nephews who are just starting to learn a little bit about science and chemistry. Trying to teach them what was inside of a fire hydrant. They said, water. No, I said, well, no, you got to use the scientific term. It's H2O. I asked them what's on the outside of a fire hydrant, and finally we got it. It's K9P.
Yep. Thank you. How old is your nephew?
7.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds right.
Yeah.
Thanks for augmenting.
So, happy trails, Joe.
Happy trails it is. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling unsaid. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Thank you all very much for being here.